Closed captioning for News 12 is brought to you by Kenneth Nugent. From the station that's on your side, this is News 12 First at 5.
Traffic changes coming to the area around the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Columbia County. Just the next step in a long line of projects for that busy area. Going to give you a look at the current traffic map for that exit near the Amazon Center. Workers are installing all-way stops yesterday to help with the flow of traffic at this exit, but the early opinions so far are mixed, with some in favor, some finding this kind of complicated. Nick Veland live with that stop for us. And Nick, you've been there all day. What have you seen?
Yeah, Richard, a lot of cars stopping at the last minute, as well as cars just flying through. And here's the traffic, what it looks like right now. And as of yesterday, new stop signs were put in for an all-way stop. 6,000 to 8,000 cars go through this area every day. With the new neighborhood and Amazon fulfillment plant and more going up, the current situation with a 2-lane road needs to be changed. In the future, GDOT is looking to make this a roundabout, with the stop signs being a step closer to get that project done. But as for now, GDOT is just hoping to make sure that drivers learn about this change as quickly as possible. It's all about getting the word out. Obviously, we sent out a press release last week, multiple social media posts. Doing this news story ought to help, we hope. We just want folks to slow down through the area and be aware that stop signs are in place now. And the biggest stress right now is just making sure people are aware of these new stop signs. And I'll have more on the new changes at 6 o'clock on News 12.
All right, Nick, thanks for that. We don't want to catch drivers by surprise. That is a very congested area over there. Thanks for the heads up. More ahead, but first let's have a look outside over downtown Augusta as we check in with First Alert meteorologist Anthony Carpino. Anthony, I hear showers are out there, but I'd love to see some.
Yeah, we definitely could use a little bit more rain, especially to help water that grass. We've been talking about some very hot conditions over the last couple of weeks, and that's left everything a little on the crispy side. But fortunately, we do have some rain out there. A stalled boundary is over the CSRA, and we've gotten some good thunderstorm activity, especially in some of our more western counties. And with some of those thunderstorms, we're up to about 40 strokes of lightning between Sparta, Sandersville, all the way up through Thompson, and that is going to continue to push through McDuffie County and eventually into Columbia County and sliding up toward the lake as well. So more rain is in the forecast as we go through this evening. And for us in Augusta, we're also expecting a few more scattered showers and storms later on tonight as well. So make sure if you're going out tonight, just bring that rain jacket, grab the umbrella. You might need that later on this evening. Not everyone's seeing those heavier downpours at one time, so just on and off shower activity as we go through the rest of this evening, as well as over the next couple of days. So we have about a 50% chance at storms for tomorrow and about a 30 to 40% chance Thursday, all the way through the 4th of July. So we're going to keep those rain chances in play over the next several days. Current temperatures here in Augusta, about 81 degrees. Dew points are into the 70s, so it's feeling a little bit sticky as you're stepping out the door, feeling more like 84 degrees. And we're going to fall all the way to the upper 60s and low 70s by tomorrow morning, about 68 degrees here in Augusta. As we go through tomorrow morning into the afternoon, we will see these temperatures warm out of the upper 60s and 70s, eventually into the mid 80s. So still below average for this time of year, but we'll have a greater chance for those showers and storms as we go through the day tomorrow. We'll talk more about those rain chances for the 4th of July and the rest of the holiday weekend coming up in about 10 minutes.
Anthony, thanks. Governor Henry McMaster spoke with reporters today for the first time since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, and on the heels of South Carolina's 6-week abortion ban going into effect last night. State House reporter Mary Green explains what the governor said today about how much further he wants South Carolinians' restrictions to go.
The General Assembly will likely return here in the coming months to change state law on abortions. Former Democratic Congressman Joe Cunningham, who faces McMaster in November, is calling for the legislature to delay this until after that election, saying South Carolinians should have the chance to make their voices heard at the ballot box first. But McMaster says there is no need to wait.
Now is a good time. We have children being aborted in our state as well as the rest of the country. If we have the information, it's time to get on with the discussion and make whatever other decisions are necessary.
Today is the first full day that a law that significantly restricts abortions in South Carolina is in effect after a federal judge lifted a temporary block on it last night. The fetal heartbeat law bans most abortions after around 6 weeks, a time opponents argue is before many women even know they're pregnant. It allows for exceptions in cases of rape, incest, life and health of the mother, and fetal anomalies. The General Assembly will likely return to Columbia later this year to restrict this law further. The governor has said he supports an abortion ban without exceptions, which his challenger, Cunningham, called the most extreme position on abortion in the entire country.
It would be one of the most dangerous and draconian forms of government overreach in our history.
Here's McMaster's response today when asked if this includes situations in which the mother's life is at risk, as Cunningham claims.
I said, I don't want to have any abortions. I think that we want to get away from that. If no one is seeking abortions, then we won't need exceptions. But the exceptions have been recognized, the various exceptions have been recognized. But I think we need to be very careful, and we need to realize that we must stop abortions in the country.
And the Speaker of the House has already established a 12-member committee that'll hold public hearings and lay the groundwork on any potential new legislation on abortion. And today he just announced that its first meeting would be Thursday, July 7th. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.
And state Senate leaders have also promised to hear testimony before taking any action on abortion. A judge set bond today for the man accused of helping former attorney Alex Murdaugh in an insurance fraud, sled charging 61-year-old Curtis Eddie Smith with 4 counts of money laundering, 3 counts of forgery, and criminal conspiracy. Bond $250,000. Jail records show Smith was arrested Friday and was being held at the Colleton County Detention Center. Families in the Lowcountry still struggling to find baby formula. Parents are reporting empty shelves even after the restarting of the Abbott Nutrition plant in Michigan. One mom says she depends on the community's help to find formula in stock. She's a member of a Facebook group called Formula Finders Charleston SC, 1,700 members there. They post when and where they find certain formula to try to help others who need it.
It should never be this hard to feed your baby. You don't have other options. They have to drink formula. So, when you can't find it, what do you do?
Well, doctors say things should start improving soon. Over the last month, production has increased, and we've even seen shipments of formula arriving from European countries to the U.S. The 4th of July, less than a week away, and as we head to the store to stock up on fireworks and the burgers and all the rest, the prices you're going to find are higher this year. No surprise there. The cost for that classic cookout up 17%. Feeding 10 guests on average will cost nearly $70 this year, about $10 more than 2021. The biggest price jump, they say, comes from beef products. Experts blame inflation and ongoing supply chain issues. Well, if you're still looking for July 4th events, we've got you covered. Fort Gordon's Independence Celebration is always a big one. That's happening Thursday. They're going to have food and music and a carnival along with a big fireworks show there. Then Saturday and Sunday, fireworks at SRP Park. The Green Jackets celebrating after each baseball game. Boom in the Park. That happens Monday at Evans Town Center Park starting at 5 in the afternoon. They're promising music and food trucks and tons of fireworks later that evening. Well, a heads up, if you're looking for work, the Tri-Development is holding a job fair at their location on Vaucluse Road tomorrow. This is for people looking to work with individuals with disabilities. They're holding a couple of sessions, the first one from 9 until noon, the second from 2 until 6. They say you can apply online, and those will be served first.
Well, as we go through the rest of this evening, still keep an eye on scattered showers and thunderstorms. Right now, mainly west of the Augusta area, stretching from Sandersville all the way up to the Clarks Hill Lake area. We're going to see more of these storms as we go through this evening. We'll time those out coming up next.
Time and depth.
First alert weather with meteorologist Anthony Carpino.
Well, as you're heading out the door this evening, we're going to be expecting more showers and storms, and that trend is going to continue through the day tomorrow, as well as Thursday, Friday, and into the upcoming holiday weekend. As we get closer to tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be seeing about a 40 to 60% chance for scattered showers, and maybe even a little bit of a dip in the probability as we get closer to Thursday, but the rain chances will be holding in place through Friday and the upcoming weekend. A current look at radar over the southeast does show all of those showers and storms either at or below that stationary boundary, and we're going to notice that boundary stay over the CSRA both tonight and through a good majority of the day tomorrow and even possibly on Thursday, which means more scattered showers and storms for our area. Now, we do need the rain. We've been seeing abnormally dry to moderate drought conditions over the last week or so, and it's been on the warmer side and drier side in general. So we're going to take all the rain chances that we can get. We have a couple storms developing in our southern counties, but the one I wanted to focus on first is in our western counties right now between Sparta and through Thompson, McDuffie County area, stretching all the way up through Abilene, even Evans, seeing some of those scattered showers right now. More of these showers are going to continue to slide to the northeast, so if you're seeing the rain right now in Columbia County or McDuffie County, more rain is going to be on the way for you guys, and that is going to continue to slide into our South Carolina counties as we go through later on this evening. By tomorrow morning, a few opportunities for a few more scattered showers and storms. That stationary boundary is going to turn into a warm front, actually move north of us, bringing in some warm temperatures and a few more opportunities for a few scattered showers and storms. As we get closer to Thursday afternoon, the same situation, isolated to scattered storms. That trend will hold as we go through the day on Friday, Saturday, and slowly start to decrease that probability of rain by the time we get through the afternoon on Sunday. And as far as how much rainfall we're expecting, that's really anywhere between about an inch and maybe even an inch and a half in a few locations, especially if you see back-to-back thunderstorms. You see some locations getting a little bit less than an inch, but a healthy dose of rainfall expected over the next several days. Now, as we take a live look outside over Grovetown and I-20, we do see those rain showers off in the distance, that hazy background. That's the actual rain going on right now. It's 81 degrees in Augusta. Dew points are into the 70s, so it is on the stickier side as you're heading out the door this evening, likely staying sticky through tonight, and then we'll bring back that chance for a few more scattered showers and storms. So going out in the Augusta area later on this evening, that's where we're going to have the greatest chance for a few more of those storms as they move out of our western counties and eventually into the Augusta metro area and into South Carolina. Now, as we get through the day tomorrow and Thursday and Friday, not the best days for the pool, but we're going to be sticking to those upper 80s, about a 30% chance at storms on Thursday. We're going to keep that chance going as we go through the afternoon on Friday as well. Over the next several days, still expecting those rain chances to stay in place, and we're also going to keep an eye on those temperatures sticking to the upper mid-80s by about Friday, and then even into the holiday weekend, Saturday and Sunday, seeing about a 30 to 40% chance at storms, starting to warm things up a little bit more by the 4th of July, and we have an on-off chance for showers as we go through the day on Monday. So make sure you have our First Alert Weather Team app downloaded. You can track all the showers and storms that form, and you can have updated forecasts throughout the day.
Thanks a lot, Anthony. The House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol scheduled a surprise hearing today. Natalie Brand on Capitol Hill to tell us what former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson had to say.
In a last-minute surprise hearing before the January 6th committee, the aide to former President Trump's White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows said Mr. Meadows hinted about potential problems before the January 6th rally.
There's a lot going on, Cass, but I don't know. Things might get real bad on January 6th.
Cassidy Hutchinson said Mr. Trump's former personal attorney Rudy Giuliani boasted about plans in the days before the 6th.
Something to the effect of, we're going to the Capitol. It's going to be great. The president's going to be there. He's going to look powerful.
And she said she heard Giuliani mentioning right-wing groups before the rally.
I recall hearing the word Oath Keeper and hearing the word Proud Boys closer to the planning of the January 6th rally when Mr. Giuliani would be around.
Hutchinson also said former President Trump was furious that Secret Service metal detectors kept some of his supporters outside of the official rally on January 6th.
I overheard the president say something to the effect of, I don't effing care that they have weapons. They're not here to hurt me. Take the effing mags away. Let my people in. They can march to the Capitol from here.
Hutchinson also testified the former president's White House counsel expressed serious legal concerns about Mr. Trump potentially going to the Capitol that day.
And do you remember which crimes Mr. Cipollone was concerned with?
In the days leading up to the 6th, we had conversations about potentially obstructing justice or defrauding the electoral count.
Hutchinson also says she was told the former president tried to grab the steering wheel of his vehicle and lunged at his Secret Service agent when told they were going back to the White House. At the end of the hearing, Hutchinson said both Giuliani and Meadows sought presidential pardons. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
As for former President Trump, he responded on his presidential platform that he hardly knows Cassidy Hutchinson and called her bad news. We're continuing to learn more about a human tragedy on a massive scale out in Texas. We take a look at that investigation and the national reaction to those truck deaths when First at 5 continues.
The live
Welcome to Davis Appliance and Furniture, where you can find the best deals in town. We offer new and used appliances, and we service what we sell. We offer no credit needed financing and delivery options to meet your needs. For the top brands and lowest prices in town, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
This may sound.
You can also check out our app for more ways to help kids just like these siblings through our partnership with Grant Me Hope. A call for help led to a tragic discovery in Texas. At least 46 bodies inside a parked tractor trailer. Another 16 people suffering from heat-related injuries clinging to life. The victims are all believed to be newly arrived migrants. The first 911 calls came in just before 6 o'clock yesterday evening after a city worker in the area heard a cry for help coming from a nearby tractor trailer.
No signs of water in the vehicle. It was a refrigerated tractor trailer, but there was no visible working AC unit on that rig.
And it's not the first time this has happened in that area. Back in 2017, 10 migrants died after they were found in a sweltering semi-truck trailer. New information coming out of Missouri after a deadly train crash there. At least 4 people killed, dozens more injured when 7 Amtrak train cars flipped on their sides. Video from the scene showing passengers trying to escape. The train was heading from Los Angeles to Chicago with at least 207 passengers and 12 crew members on board. The train hit a dump truck that was stopped at a crossing.
When I turned back later, it had been completely crushed. It was kind of terrifying realizing just how close I was to not being here right now.
Amtrak says it fully supports the NTSB's investigation, and they have a 16-person team there today investigating the site of that derailment. Today, Ghislaine Maxwell being sentenced for helping Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse underage girls for at least a decade. She's just been sentenced to 20 years in prison. The British socialite was convicted in December of recruiting and trafficking 4 teenage girls for sexual abuse. Outside the court, one of her accusers said she should stay in prison for the rest of her life.
Well, as we take a look outside over Beach on some ominous skies in the distance, we have a couple of good thunderstorms out there. We'll have another look at radar, and we'll talk about that July 4th weekend coming up next. And before we head to break, here's a look at our sunshade winner. It's Monica Mims from North Augusta. Big congrats there. If you want to win your own, just go to our website, wrdw.com.
It's the summer.
Well, check this out. Fans of Dolly Parton can live like Dolly. Dollywood Dreammore Resort and Spa now taking reservations for Suite 1986, which is right there, one of her tour buses. A 2-night stay will cost you $10,000, and a portion of that will go to the Dollywood Foundation and Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. She's always raising money for good causes. The bus, located just outside the resort in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, looks pretty nice in there. I know it's Steve Anthony, but that's a well-appointed bus right there.
I mean, if you're a big fan of Dolly, if you want a good flashback to the 80s and seeing all that hot pink decorations inside, go spend the 10 grand. Go for it. Have some fun. Well, you might want to be spending it on the RV or inside over the next few days because we are seeing a few more scattered shower opportunities tomorrow all the way through the holiday weekend. A current look at radar in some of our western counties. We do have some heavier downpours and thunderstorm activity going on right now, and we're seeing more of that really pop up in some of our northern and now eastern counties too. So everyone's going to be getting in on some rainfall as we go through the next couple of hours. Over the next 7 days, we will see those temperatures sticking to those upper mid-80s, and then rain chances continuing on as we get closer to the holiday weekend.
Well, now that Roe v. Wade is overturned, states like South Carolina putting in their own heartbeat laws. We take a look at the impact next when First at 5 continues.